Hello and welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm Garden Designs. Okay, we were supposed to be all joining in on a Phoebe's live stream today at 6 p.m. but she's had a few technical problems. I got in touch with her. She's had a few loading issues. Obviously she's not very happy about it. And she's been unable to stream, so it looks as though her next stream will be next Tuesday, which is very unfortunate. I know she'll be pulling her hair out over it, but so I thought I'd do a video for you guys so you can get a cup of coffee and sit down and enjoy. I hope she gets it all sorted anyway, but anyway, a viewer has said to me that they watched nearly all my videos, and they've said that because they're not on my friends bar, they've seen all my videos and they love all the designs that I do, and they're saying, you know, what does your farm actually look like, because we're not on your friends bar. And this viewer and their friends want to be able to see my farm. Now, they're one of the earlier videos that I did is viewing my farm, but I've made a few changes here and there. So what I thought I'd do is I'd just give you a little tour of my farm and town and beach and everything, and then I'm going to do another viewing of somebody that watches my videos and, as you know, took all the designing advice that I've given with placing stuff here and there and put it onto their farm. And I want you to have a look at what they've done. They worked really, really hard, and it's I think personally it's beautiful. I mean, their farm to start with, it looked, you know, they had stuff here and there and trees and fruit trees, different sizes, and it just looked complete. It was just a mass. You sort of didn't know really where to look, and they worked so hard on it. You won't believe what they've done. It's superb. But first of all, we will go and I'll just quickly show you over my farm. Okay, now this design here. Now this is my hotel. This was actually copied. This building was copied. I saw it on, I can't remember where I saw it now, but I copied that. But all the floral designs and the surrounding designs is all my designs, you know, like the garden in front. So what I've done there, obviously, is use the toilets, the wishing wells and the outhouses, and made it into like a 3D effect to get you that hotel look with the elephant on the top looking over the top with a bit of water around. And then obviously I've designed the garden out the front, so I use 4 pieces of lavender and that just to give it that little bit of colour, so that when you actually go to the shop there, all those purples and yellows and greens all blend together and give that lovely effect on the corner. So that's the hotel. This area here, I've just obviously put some cherry bushes around the outside and 45 plots that I always have 45 planted in there of the sugar canes, and then a little entrance leading to the boat, the path going down there, and then the farmhouse. Now obviously I've got the brook, hence the name Scatterbrook. It comes from under the hotel, under the walkway there. It goes around the house. A little gnome fishing there on the corner, and the turtle poking his head out there from the flowers. And the water goes along there under the footbridge. So I've got a footbridge there going from the road, and then under, and then I can show you that in a minute. So that's the brook going around. The rear garden there, again, I've designed it myself with some orange trees. You can see everything that's there. The rhino on the corner with the water feature, all the water fanning out. Lots of vibrant colours. The golden bench there on the left. The squirrels You know, the squirrel house, they don't actually look very happy, actually, because they've been sat there for about 2 weeks. As you probably gather, there's that many nuts in the papers. I just don't bother using them at the moment. But, I don't know, they're chirpy enough, I suppose. Jumping up and down. The little basket there with some pine cones in, just to give it a little bit of feature. Got the mine shaft there with the axe. Just adds a little bit of character there to the outside of the mine. So that's the rear garden and the farmhouse. Then we can move on then to the animals. Now I did have slabs where they're running up and down, but I thought, well, they're running up and down all the time, I'll just put a muddy path in its place. So I've changed the slabs into a muddy path. Now what I've done there is, if you put the beds, hang on, let me put my charger in. I gotta find my charger. Everything's done on a phone, not on a laptop or anything like that. So you'll see a little thing come up now to say it's charging, or it should do. Here we are. I do apologise. There we go. Yeah, so if you put those beds there along the middle, those animals can't get out. So they will stay there all the time. The puppies and that will always stay around by their beds. So they won't run all over the farm. But the other animals, and dogs and cats, they will run all over your farm. I don't like that. So that's why I put those beds across. There's no way at all that they can get through. So they stay there all the time, which is quite nice. You know, you can see what animals I've got. If you want them to run everywhere, just take the cat scratch post and that pool of water out, and they'll run down through the middle, and then they can go all across your farm. Okay. Then we've got the rabbits. They've got their own little area there. Ernest and, I keep forgetting her name now, Rosie. As they make their way down the bank there, I've incorporated it. I've joined the ropes in there, so it looks as though it's all one. They can come down by the jeweler machine. And then here I've got the flower shop, the barbecue and the tea shop. I've put the table out with the chairs on that, so you can sit down and have a cup of coffee. So you can walk down into that area and walk down, get yourself a burger. Just a little bit of something to look at. The smelters with the jeweler all along the back wall there, keeping the conifers all the same size and that. They're all blowing the same way. Just adds that little bit of colour at the back. Put some logs in front of the smelters. And then what we've got then, we've got all the machines all in their little groups. So you've got the sandwich maker and the hot dog machine and everything in the one corner. You've got all the sweet stuff there in a one line. You've got the soup machine and the sushi, candle maker, all the cake machines, the popcorn. So they're all in their little groups. And obviously you've got the entrance there going out towards the barn and the silo. The bees, not a massive design there. Kept it pretty simple. Looks quite nice there with the yellow and the machine there. And, you know, keep them all together. I don't really like the bees when they're going all over the town and there's yellow flowers dying everywhere. And at least I can see what's dead and what wants replacing. And it's straightforward. They just got to fly there, you know, left or right. And it's pretty compact. So it's nothing special, but it's how I like it. So then we go on to the stable area. Again, nothing too special, just lined up along the back there with some olive trees at the back, a little tree swing there with some colour round in the corner. So you can just go between the two posts there, sit on the swing. The tractor there backed up to some plants. So hay bales in the corner. Then I've got a little paddock there with some jumps. And then a few trophies that we got from the Derby lined up along the wall. So the whole effect there You know, it just gives it that nice, you know, somebody said to me, how do you get in? And then they didn't realise that I've got a stile there coming from the motel. So you get over the stile and go into there that way, rather than a big entrance. Because if you've got a big entrance, the horses will walk out, and again, they go all over your farm. So keeping it that way, you've got an entrance, and they all stay within. Then we've got the motel. So we've got the deco design. Another brook running behind. Again, a little pond in the corner, plenty of colour around, stepping stones in between. You've got the sundial. You've got the Valentine's bench there, sat down with some red flowers the other opposite. You've got the moss waterfall there, or fountain, with the bamboos either side. Using the brown boards to incorporate the motel. So when you zoom out there, it all looks balanced, and obviously the entrance there with the rose arch all looks really inviting. You can walk in and walk around, and then we can move on to the graveyard. Now again, the graveyard, the basics, I saw that on one farm the one day. I copied the, you know, the fencing idea and round the outside, and added a few different things to my, you know, to it myself. Added the gates on the front and the and all the flowers. I put the pumpkins around the outside just to give it that little bit of a spooky effect. And the little fires going. I got the lights at the back, which also give it that little spooky effect. So that's good when it comes to the Halloween. So that's my design there of the graveyard. Now with my farm, my main farm is almost complete. I usually use this one for show, you know. This is why I'm not harvesting any of my fruit trees. They're all kept to one size. So, you know, that you haven't got sort of 3 or 4 massive and some behind that are small. I just keep them all for show, basically. If I need any fruits, I either go to my other farm or buy them in the paper. So yeah, until I get rid of all this here, I can extend the orchards and that. But I suppose I've got them there in an emergency. If, you know, I was doing a derby and we're one task away and it's neck and neck with somebody and you need them, you use them. But majority of the time, I just keep it for show. Again, this is for a show again. The hat maker with the olive trees around. You see, I've not touched the olive trees, just keep them all the same size so that design won't change. It'll always stay the same. Just along the front there, as you can see, we've got some lettuces growing. Just using that up. Got the log at the side and another sundial. Keeping all the colours balanced so they all go together. Another little design there in my park area. So obviously you walk between those. There's a crate there. See what we can win. Oh dear. Yeah, so you walk down into the park area, have a look at the fountain, sit down on the bench, go between the rose arch there and down towards the hat maker and out the other side. And obviously when I've moved all this, then we can enlarge the feature. So again, slabs and wall around the outside always looks nice. I've moved all my animals because how can I say it? Well, animals on the farm, if you got them all clumped up together like that, they take up a lot of room and they just look an eyesore. They just sit there, you know. They're just, I don't know. I've never been a lover of all these animal pens. So I thought I'd keep those out the way, and then it frees up the rest of my farm for deco. For those of you that saw my farm from a while ago, these animals were up where my final design that I've done was, which was my boating lake. So this is my final design, is the boating lake. Now this took me quite a while to do, because to actually get that water to be on such a vast scale, to actually look like a huge lake, you've got to take so much time and move the trees here and move the trees there, and especially to get the trees moving all in the same direction. Now obviously, because I've been on the farm a while now, and I've sort of moved a few things, the trees are changing the directions. But if I just go back to a friend on the friends bar, go back now, all those trees, you'll see now they're all blowing the same way. But as you see, as I zoomed in now, you see all that water, it just looks like one massive lake. But it's taken me a long time to get that effect, to really get that effect. And it's just moving stuff here and there. And then once I've used these pieces here, what I've done is I've used the normal pieces of water to go round the top of the tree, so it gives it that effect that that's the edge of the lake. It does take a little bit of time, but when you've done it right, and it's you know, it can really look nice. And then obviously it feathers off and back under the bridge, and then back up into my farmhouse. I put the boat there. Obviously it's an old boating lake, so the boat's disused now. It's full up with water and got lily pads and all in it. Got the little boathouse in the corner and the wisteria tree in the corner with the path walking all the way around it. Got the blue tractor, finally. Put that outside the barn. I've got some more lettuces growing out the back. I've got the bread machine next to the barn and the mixers. Mixed it up a little bit with some brown boards, and all the bales and everything. So again, in one of my videos I was saying about squares and rectangles. They work, you know. The squares and rectangles, if it's done in the correct way and they're all linked, the design will look all one. So obviously you've got the garden, and you've got the animals there, and all the little squares and rectangles you see, they all go in together. They move together. Those are all going together. You see, it all links, and that's how you get the best out of your designs. Again, we're there. Look, you see squares and rectangles, but look how nice that looks. So that is the tour of my farm. We'll quickly go down to the town. And again, the town, you know, I've tried to keep it all communal for everybody to walk around, all the visitors. You know, I keep forgetting what it's called now, the gift shop, I think it is. Got the little pump there outside, and the little cottage fence, and the pump going up to there, little bridge going over. He stood there waving away. You got the cinema. You got the little gnomes fishing in the centrepiece there. The little camper with the fire going and the logs. Pretty little fence there around the town hall. And then you've got the cinema, oh, what's that shop called there? Oh, Pink Shop. I got the little bench there with the balloon out there. Then we moved down to the guest house. I made that into a little bit of a children's play area, obviously with the tent and the balloons all out for a party. Got the rabbit there. He's been jumping there since last Easter. Surely he's got to be tired out. Look at him. Jumping up and down. Eggs bouncing about. All the people walking around. Look at him pushing him out the way, look. They can be quite nasty, those villagers. Especially him, he looks really... That old guy there, look at him looking, look. When you zoom in, they stop and they look at you. She's waving. Oh, I don't like them. Weird. Yeah, so... Yeah, that's my town. And the big tree there on the front. But I've always said have a walkway to every place. And as you can see, all the villagers then can walk along and they can cross over the railway line and then to the beach. So I've got all the rare stuff that you get in the nets here, another boat and pearls and cannon, and in that corner we've got the beach hut there with the surfboards and the table and the chairs outside. You sit down and have a drink. They can walk along again, you see, giving access so that they can walk backwards and forwards. Made in such a way that they can walk down the beach, sit down in the sun, and there's no crate. So yeah, that's my beach design. Oh yeah, there's a little diver chicken and the cow there with the boat wheel and the music playing away. And then last but not least, we move on then to the sanctuary. New addition to the sanctuary. I put the extra wall around the outside there. Got a little panda there in the corner, and I've got the monkey with the flowers and that in the corner there. I thought, monkey, no good up on the farm there. I'll put it down in the sanctuary. So yeah, I've just sort of, again, the water coming from the river all the way around the outside, under the bridge where the animals are walking over. Walking over the bridge, it comes out the other side of the bridge where his backside is. They always stand in the way, don't they? Always get in the way of what you're doing. Now we'll stop, look. There, you can see the water coming out the other side of the bridge and then filling into the pool. Row of trees along the back there. So as you can see, a nice little area there for the animals to walk around over the bridge and around the back of the wisteria tree. And then just a little feature there with the gorillas out on that point. There is in the valley at the moment, there's a golden elephant that you can win. So I'm gonna make sure that I get that, the golden elephant. I'm gonna incorporate that in by the elephant pen. So he's popping his head over the top, the golden elephant. So it'll look quite nice. Animals, I've got those there. So I've got to fill that in and fill that in. They're done. Then the zebras. And then the silverback gorilla and the brown gorilla. So I'm still a little way to go to collecting those. But yeah, so that's the town, the sanctuary and the farm. So for those of you that are not on my friend's bar that wondered what Scatterbrook Farm was like, that's a quick tour of the farm and the town and the sanctuary and the beach. All my designs are done on this farm, which is Scatterbrook 2. So for those of you who are friends on my friend's bar with Scatterbrook 2, you'll see that there's all different things. You know, there's a squirrel design that I've done there on one of my videos, you know, where they can run over the logs. And obviously I haven't got the squirrel hut there, so I had to use a dog kennel. So it just gives you an idea of, you know, what that can look like. That was a Christmas tree design, but obviously things I've taken away because I'm using them to design. So it's just purely for designing. There's the bee design that I did on my last video. Again, I've taken boards away, you see, to use on different things. Trying different things out. Water jumps, using fences for jumps. little features there, you know, just for you guys, just getting things up and running and putting them all together. Another one there, look, you see, with horse stables and a swirly path. Just giving you guys ideas. Another, some of you might like copying the designs. You know, you might look at that lake and say, I'm going to copy that. Or you might do something similar, but at least you've got the, how can I say, you've got the basics. You know, you know, I show you how to do it, and then you do it, and you make it your own design, but on the way that I do it. You know, because there is no right way and wrong way. This is just the way that I've been taught. And that was my job, a garden designer in real life. I've designed, you know, hundreds and hundreds of gardens, water gardens and floral gardens. You name it, I've designed it. So it does help when you've got that knowledge. And what I do is I try and pass on that knowledge with you guys to help you with your farms, to make your farms look really, really nice. So this is where we move on now to one of my viewers, Jono, the farm to follow. He is on my friend's bar, and he said to me, could I do a video on his farm, because he's done a few of my designs. He's also done a few designs of his own. And I had a sneaky look, just to go over and have a look, and it blew me away. It was like, you know, I've done nothing on that farm. You know, obviously I can't go over to his farm and do it for him. I can't go to anybody's farm because it's not allowed. So the only way that, you know, that they can get their farms looking like they do is by doing it themselves. You know, and so what we'll do, we'll go over now to his farm. There it is, the farm to follow. So just to put you in the picture, this guy has worked very hard. He does message me on a regular basis because he needs my help with placing sort of different things here and there. But, for the last 3 or 4 days, I've been giving him access to get rid of all the apple trees and things like that. So if I can help you guys, I will. Absolutely no problem at all. But what you'll find is when you take on board doing the designs that I do, and when I show you what goes here and what goes there to look the best, what you will do is when you've done a few of those designs, it will naturally be logged into your head. And when you go to do another design of your own, you'll remember all those things that's in the videos and what I've said. And this is what you will end up with. You know, this isn't a copied design. This is just his back garden of the farmhouse. Now again, he kept it symmetrical, the same either side. Really nice with the steps all, you know, going around. You got the wishing well there out the front. Looks really, really inviting. You know, done that himself. He's taken on board what I've said, and I'm really, really impressed. He's got a wall around the outside, so he's kept it to one little area, and what he's crammed into that one area, when you zoom out, look at that. Beautiful. Got some boards, something different there around the trees there outside the animals. He's got his pens there in amongst the grey slabs. Kept it pretty straightforward. He's got a gorilla there, it looks like, yeah, just above the boat. Got his pigs there lined up outside the shop. It's very nice there. He's got the apple trees. And what I like to see there is he's got all the trees. They're all the same size, so they all go together. Really, really nice. If I was critical of that, he's got a daffodil in there where he's got all the hydrangeas all the way around the outside, all, you know, blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, purple, bang, yellow daffodil. Other than that, perfect, lovely, lovely little whatever machine that is. I haven't got that one yet, but he's got the boards round. You sit down there out the front by the pigs. Yeah. He's got his animals out the back there. He's got the cat pen and the dog house. You sit down and play the guitar. You've got the rabbits in there, so it's a nice little design there with the pen. He's got his creamery there with some more bales and that outside. I always like the barrels and that. They always set it off. And he's got a path leading from there up round. Lovely, lovely avenue of trees there where you can walk in front of them back up towards the barn area. And then he's got his smelters. I did pick up on one of the videos that I done on his town the one time where he had the trees different sizes. They're all the same size now. They're all blowing the same way. Looks really, really nice. Same as what I've got on mine there. The entrance from Rosie and Jim then. Rosie and Ernest. Walk down there and out onto there. That's nice. He's got his machines. Now I know how much he spent in coins, you know, with the slabs and the walls and everything. It does mount up, you know, it can get to like 6,000 or 7,000 coins per piece of slab, you know, for one of those white limestone slabs. So I know how much it costs. So you can only do what you've got. You know, once he's got the coins back, just finish off that wall. All the way around there, where those red roses are, all the way along there and link back up there. That will finish that area off completely, and that will give you an edge then towards these planted areas. Because otherwise it looks unfinished. You know what I mean? That wall needs to continue all the way around. But they're all well placed out, all really, really nice. Higher level than what I am. He's nearly double my level. So he's got every machine, so it's a little bit harder. But, you know, he's used the machines in different places. There's his planted areas where he's got some raspberries and coffee bushes around the outside. Okay, so now he's done his own lake design. Looked at the video and watched how I linked them all up. He's had a go at it there with some trees behind. He's got a little bridge there with the water going underneath, coming across there, and you can walk and sit on the bench, or you can walk to the lakeside. Very, very, very nice. Next to that, he's got the squirrel run. Look at that. Look at that for a beautiful design. Isn't that lovely? He's got all the, you know, the cat scratch post that the squirrel can jump on. And all the squirrels up there in those edges, look, getting them nuts. What a beautiful little design there with the fence and that around. Really, really nice. And that just, you know, that edge is, you know, right next to the lake. Beautiful, beautiful setting with the trees around the back there. They've got their own little setting. Really nice. He's also got the sandwich machine there, just over the bridge, with the table there that you can sit there. Oh, it's beautiful. Really, really nice. Lovely, vibrant colours there with that feature with the geckos on the rocks. Really, really beautiful. And that there, the Heyday design, look. He has worked so hard. Fair play to him. It's beautiful. Really, really. I mean, I don't know what you guys think that are watching the video. I certainly think, you know, he deserves a lot of credit because he's really, really worked his socks off. Look at this little park area, like the one I've got in mind with the style over the out the other side. Little bit of a surprise what he's got there. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But yeah, you go through the park area, you sit on the bench with the balloons. You got the waterfall, which is obviously still building. Obviously you need the blueprints and that to build it all up. But that looks beautiful. Got the lovely coloured flowers there on the entrance. And then we've got a beautiful the one that I designed, I think he's had a couple of little changes there, but look at that for a bee design. You know, he was the actual one that actually asked me, could I do a bee design, because he doesn't know what to do with the bees. So I did this for him, and you know, being as Jono was the one that said, you know, could you do a bee design for him? I can't remember what my words muddled up here. He wanted a bee design, so I done this bee design, and he's copied it and put it onto his tent. Look at that. I mean, doesn't that look inviting? Well, I wouldn't say inviting, because there's bees. You wouldn't want to go and walk around there. But you know what I mean. Absolutely beautiful. You know, let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, I'm you know, he will be watching the video, obviously. And the more comments that you can leave to say what you think of his farm, obviously, if you don't like it, you're not going to put on there, oh, I don't like it, it was rubbish. You know, you give the guy credit, because what he's done, I think, is absolutely 100% beautiful. Now look at this. Look at this. He's got a football pitch with all the benches, the subs there. He's got the referee there, the little policeman with the whistle. How about that? He's just got it all beautiful. This design, look, this is not copied at all. This is just off his own back. He's just gone out there, put that there, and used the techniques that I've shown on my videos, and done it himself. And look at that. When you zoom out, look at that. How pretty is that? So inviting. So, as again, rectangles and squares. This area here was all full of fruit trees. They were everywhere, all different sizes, and it just looked like a jungle. It just, but now, look at that. You know, doesn't matter where you go over that farm, beautiful, catches your eye. You could look at it for ages. And then finally, over the road, look at that. I helped him with the path. He wanted to know how he could make a swirly path going up. So, as you saw earlier on my Scatterbrook 2, I done a quick little design so that he could sort of copy it onto there. All the rest is his own design. You know, everything else there is what he's done himself. How cool does that look? How cool does that look? Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. You know, do you think he's done a really good job? You know, this has all been done by himself. Okay, there are a few things that he's copied, but he still had to put that onto his farm. You know, he still had to do it, and do it his way, and place things differently. You know, let us know in the comments. But that's just absolutely awesome. Really good. Well, let's have a look down on the town. So again, beautiful. Yeah, you see, he's again, this isn't copied. This is just the knowledge. He's just taken on board what I've said, and he's just thought, yeah, that goes there. No, that doesn't go there. I'll try this. No. And the way that I set things out, and that's what he's come up with. Beautiful. Look at that in the corner. Look at that for a splash of colour. How beautiful. Symmetrical. Everything's beautiful there in the corner. Another waterfall area there, but using different flowers this time from the one at the top, and a few grasses at the front. It just looks so inviting. The path going around the corner there, just disappearing into the bushes. Just simple little pond there on the corner. And he got his camper van there, and again another pond, just, you know, just secluded there in amongst the trees and the flowers. So as you zoom out, you can see it's just, oh, it's beautiful. All his people, look, he's fed them all. Look there, I know what he's doing. Yeah, they're fully served. Look, He's done them and he's leaving them there, look, for when there's a derby. Yeah, see all their little red presents? Fully served. Fully served. None of them there have got no boxes. Look, they're all fully served. That's a good way. You know, so when it comes to a derby and it says fully served 7 of 1, they're already done. Yeah. And then we go on to a sanctuary. I did a design there with a tower that you can go up the steps and stand on and look down over the animals in safety. As you can see there, you know, you've got the gnomes and that looking over with the bench. Even the elephant wants to look over the top. And there's how'd that gorilla get up there? How did he get up there? Oh dear me. And people better run for it. It's a gorilla. Yeah, so that's really nice. The only thing that I would say about that is I wouldn't use that red brick walling. I would use the white walling. Because from a distance, it doesn't look linked. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like the building is 3D. It look that the pieces are a little bit. You see what I mean? If it was linked up with white walling, it would all look as one big building. But because they're the red brick with the white capping, it just doesn't give that same effect as it would with a white wall. But I know what you've been like, mate, with coins and everything, so just do that another day. I know you haven't touched your beat. Oh, there's a crate. I'm going to win on this one. You watch this. Look, ready? 3, 2, 1. Bingo. Oh dear. So that is a tour of Scatterbrook Farm, my main farm, and a tour of the farm to follow. Jono, you've done an absolute awesome job, mate. I hope the viewers enjoy both the farms, especially this one, because I know how hard you've worked. So to all you viewers, I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you take on board, you know, the things that I say to help you with your designing. I know that you like designing, and lots of you, you know, message me and say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I've gone over quite a few of your gardens, and some of the stuff that you've done is beautiful. Really, really pretty and eye-catching. So I know that my videos are working for you guys. You know, we do it, some videos are step by step, like the bee area, you know, that was a step by step. You know, just to help you out on the lake and everything, we done a step by step. But you don't have to copy exact. I always state that in my videos. You know, you don't have to copy exact leaf for leaf, as they say. You know, you can take the basics, make it look nice, and give it your own twist, like that one there. You know, he's just done that himself. But I can see the designs that he's gone out there and done. He's took on board the way that I personally place stuff out in the best proportions and how I make them look the best. Yeah, it was all like this. All his fruit trees, they were all where that football pitch is and where the bees, and it was all round there. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So again, let me know in the comments. You've just seen, you know, we had a tour of Scatterbrook Farm, my main one, for those of you who are not on my friends bar. So again, you can have a look at some of the designs on this video. If you want to copy any, by all means, you know, or take any advice that I've given you throughout the video. And also don't forget to comment on Jono's garden, because I know, seriously, I know how hard he's been working on that garden, and he deserves a lot of credit, because he'll actually say, no, you deserve the credit for, you know, giving me the designs and helping me. But you've still got to, you know, you've still got to work hard, get the coins, get the stuff up together, place it all out. You know, I haven't gone on there and placed any of that out. You know, he's done that himself, and fair credit to him. So again, put down in the comments if you like his garden, you know, if you like what you've seen, just put down in the comments, because I know that he'll be more than grateful to have some lovely comments from you guys, you know, and you can see how hard he's worked. Don't matter about my garden, mine's just boring old Scatterbrook. Okay, so even though we didn't get Phoebe's live stream today, let's hope to God that she can, you know, get things sorted with it, and that, bless her, she's, you know, had some uploading problems and things like that, but that's why I've uploaded this video for you guys, just to fill in a bit of time. So Phoebe, get it up and running. We'll see you Tuesday night. Don't forget then, guys, to share these videos with all your friends on Heyday. Keep spreading, keep subscribing, hit the like button. Don't forget to put your comments down below, whether you want a certain design, or you're going to comment on Jono's garden or my garden, whatever. We will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Enjoy your designing, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.